Everybody, welcome back. Falcon, GamersGoMakers. You guys know the routine. It's been a while since I've recorded this, so give me a second here if I'm a little bit rusty. We're doing really good though. I mean, we're up to $8.2 million. Oh, $8.259 million, if you want to be exact. We also have 46,000 fans, which is pretty good. I somehow left my office. Oh, you could just switch offices by going to the right. And to the left. Interesting. I didn't know that. I just thought I broke my game there for a second. Alrighty, what I want to do, start right off the bat though, is actually, we have enough room to hire one more person. I think we should take advantage of that. So let me go back over here, let me hire some staff, because we could use another designer. And we have Mindy King, the designer, 5-level design, that's pretty good, 2 world design, and game writing too. I'm going to go ahead and grab her because number one, we actually do need a female, because we kind of have a whole sausage fist type of thing going on over here, with nothing but male employees. And you know, we don't necessarily want to be called discriminative over here towards the female race, right? Not the female race, but the female kind, and you know, we're not. We are equal opportunities here at Fucknet Stark after all. So, we have her. I could train her, but at the same time, we are in January 31st right now, right? There is a trend for, started yesterday, for SWAT games that's coming up. So I think we should take advantage of that. So before we send anybody off to train and do any research, I say we open that up right now. So even though we have Code 4 on sale, which is doing pretty goddamn good, I would say, let me go and actually make a game. So let me look at your comments here and see if anybody has anything interesting for SWAT. See, what do we have here? Dear Bear U says, I think a game where you make video games would be pretty good. Oh, this guy. Chris Young says, make a game called Pepsi or Coke and make it a strategy game that makes absolutely no sense with the general compared to the game. To the name. Well, that didn't make any sense at all. Wade Suzuki says, military RPG US Navy SEAL Simulator. You know what, Wade? It's not exactly what you're asking for, but I'm going to use your idea in a sense here. It's kind of close. So we're going to go with RPG. Military, maybe not SWAT because it's military, but it's close enough. We're going to go with the... What market do we want here? It's a very good question. What happened to the Commodore? Oh, the IMB PC only has 15% of the market. Commodore G64. Let's go with the IMB PC. Is that what we want to do? Sure, let's do the IMB PC, or no, the Commodore. Even though we have the reputation with the Commodore VZ20, but I think it's about to go out of production here. So you might as well just jump to the Commodore G64, right? So we'll do that. Wade said, name it US Navy Simulator. Well, it's not going to be close. So let's say you got swatted simulator. Oh no, you got to be kidding me. Alrighty, that's fine. We're going to be really condescending about the whole thing. We're not even going to spell you got, or we're not even going to spell you correctly. We're just going to use a U and then simulator. Now, the big emphasis is you got swatted, and simulator is just getting small little text because that's kind of like the subtext to the whole thing here. So we'll do that, RPG. Did I set military? I just said RPG, right? So audio is going to be mono sound. We have video, text-based, vector, 2D, and simple. That's all good. Now, we have all of our people here that we can assign tasks to, but it's gonna relatively assign tasks by itself and give me the best choices. So I won't mess with that because I'm an idiot, and I'll probably just mess it up. And it's been going pretty good for us so far, right? So, yeah, everything here is gonna be fine. Go ahead. You have already done an RPG game. Have a look at your previous settings and set the right focus. You can click on your previous game in the genre and to have a look at its review. Okay, well, that's good to keep in mind. So, for the last one that we did, we had a 91. That was game writing, gameplay, graphics, level design, and content design. So let's use our previous graphics. I don't see why not. And we also have 2 more points left over, which could be pretty good then. So if we're going to be doing an RPG, what else do we want to add to it is the real question here. I mean, so far I think it looks pretty good, but I don't know. I guess we have 3 in that, we have 2 in this, and graphics we do have a 2. I could probably go a little bit more with graphics, but... I'm gonna say, oh, we don't have UI opened up yet, huh? How about AI? Would AI be good for an RPG? I think it would. Because we have 2 points left over. It seems kind of silly not to do anything with those few points left over. I mean, if you add more points in, it will increase the time that it takes to actually, you know, develop the game. So we gotta keep that in mind. So the more points you use, the more it takes. I'm gonna go with some world design, though. I think everything else seems pretty good. If we add it to world design, it might actually help us out a bit more. So it's going to take 69 days as opposed to it was going to be 65 days. So 4 more days for 2 more points in world design could help us out. So we'll do that. Alrighty. So that's going to start anytime now, which is now. Alright, there we go. So you got slotted simulators being on the works here. There's a light trend. There's already you have already done an RPG game. You will now get some hints about the right content settings. All right, you tell me. Well, it's not giving me any hints right now, is it? So our story is going to be SWAT. It has to be SWAT. Oh shit, I don't see SWAT here. Here we go, SWAT. I was worried there for a second. I was gonna like, what's the whole point? That's the whole premise of this game. So SWAT is going to be it. We're going to add some story because it is going to be an RPG after all. And the current trends are history fiction. Yeah, we're not going to hit that one. And we're going to translate this to worldwide. Now, Wade did not say anything about any sort of other things like no violence, anything like that. So I'm going to have to do this by my own degree here. So what? All right, this is actually still good. I want to keep this for mature audience, so that's going to be pretty good. Explicit language, let's lower this down a bit. When it hits red, I think that means it's a little bit too much. Sexual content, I can't really see too much sexual content in a game called You Got Swatted unless the person who got swatted was, you know, jerking it off on stream or something, but that would be kind of weird now, wouldn't it? So I'm going to go with this. I think this kind of works out pretty good. It's going to be a mature rating. We can't lower this anymore, right? No. Alright, so that's fine. We'll do this. And we're going to, again, make it worldwide and hopefully... Oh my... Really? The US is going to ban my games? Since when does the US ban games? I know Australia tends to do that and, like, you know, other European countries, but not the US. Man, apparently we were... too much sexual content in my game. Apparently it's like, oh, really, China? You too? That's fine. You know what? You guys banning my games is going to make people want it even more. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You guys remember when the whole hot coffee thing spilled over? It's a play on words, by the way. Garrett James, help me, quick, help me. There's a spider on my shirt and I can't move my hands. I don't know why. Maybe I'm paralyzed with fear. You get rid of the spider for me. Is that really happening or do I have to go over there? Really? Is that Saudi Arabia? Come on, Saudi Arabia. I thought me and you were cool, man. Garrett James, this is Lonnie Flores. Who is Garrett James? Over here. You look fine. You're you know, working. All right, there's no spider on you, man. You apparently took some drugs before you came to work today. That's what happened. Don't do drugs in the premise of my fucking job, right? I need you guys level-headed over here. By the way, Code 4, even being banned, is still selling pretty good. So you know what's happening? People are going to eBay, they're going to Amazon, they're going to Craigslist, whatever, to find that fucking game. So, you know what? That's fine. GameStop doesn't want to carry my game? That's okay, that's all good. We can just find it online. It's kind of like pornography. You can't find it in the stores nowadays, you find it online, it's free. You don't listen to what I'm saying, especially if you're underage. I don't mean that at all. Alright, so let's keep a look at over here. So Sisters Gianna won the Game of the Month award January 84 for its strategy artillery game Wonders. Alrighty, well, you know, fuck you. My game should have won that. Alright, we gotta find something over here that kind of says military. So let's find ourselves, first and foremost, get a slim case, because it's all about slim these days. There's a... I'm gonna say we use... You know what, this is not bad. That's pretty good for a SWAT cover, I would say. Now, we need to... The only problem is that my text is, like, in the fucking way. Like, is there a way to move my text somewhere else, or...? No, apparently not. So we're gonna have to... This is kind of really silly now, isn't it? Because if you choose this, Oh, unless... Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so we can't do the slim case after all. That's unfortunate. I mean, we could, but then it would be just all up in its way, and we don't want that happening. So we gotta find the military one again. Or the SWAT one, I would say. There you go. You know what, let's go with the fat design, alright? It's gonna be like a special deluxe bundle. We're gonna have some maps in there, some coins and shit. I don't know, like people laughing at you and pointing at you because you got swatted. So that's good, that's gonna be my case right there. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to that because it doesn't really make much of a difference, at least I don't think it does. We also have Texas Games won the Game of the Month award for March 1984 for his action fighting game, The Lonely Story. Yeah, you know, you gotta be relatively lonely to play that game. That's all I'm saying, because you could be playing Code 4. Reputation gained, alrighty, so awesome, you have just done your 10th game and earned some more reputation. Excellent, so participated in 10 games, the Falcon, Garrett James. This hasn't really reached that point yet, because you know, I was in the basement by myself making these games before you guys even joined. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna actually do some magazine ads and radio ads because there is a strong trend after all. You got Slotted Simulator, that's perfect. And what is this? Oh, how much money I want to spend on the... Oh, how much money I want to... Yeah, right, I forgot. I already forgot it is. This is when you price the game. There is currently no significant trend for RPG games. There is currently no significant trend for SWAT games? Really? Did it finish already? There is a strong trend for SWAT games coming up. Interesting. Coming up, what is it not hit yet, or did it end? It says coming up. Did we just make the game too soon? That could be the case. Well, whatever. Commodore G64 has 15% of the market, and the average market price for an RPG is 20 bucks. So yeah, we'll sell it at 20. Alrighty, so hopefully by the time it comes out, this trend actually starts hitting up. 21st Century Wolf. Exciting news, 21st Century Wolf would love to do a movie based on the game You Got Swatted Simulator. They offer you $600,000. Yeah, go ahead. Make the movie. Give me some fucking more exposure, my friends. Code 4 is now off the market. You sold 497,000 units and made a profit of 7.461 million. Congratulations, you made a new sales record. Since your last game was in this genre, your fans had high expectations that you could not meet. This is reflected in the sales figure. This game has a good mix of violence, explicit language, and sexual content. Action shoot-'em-up games has been quite popular for the Commodore VZ20. And look at that, man, we're almost up to 14 million. Content feedback? Yeah, apparently too much sexual content. You know how it's so weird? America did ban our game for too much sexual content, and even though 93% of the people said it was just perfect. So apparently the small little amount that said no were enough to get the game banned. So that's a little bit unfortunate, you know, but whatever, what can you do? You got a review for You Got Swatted. Let's show this review now. Oh, we got Editor's Choice. Oh, that's good. World design's pretty terrible, though. I thought I added more to world design. That's unfortunate, but let's see here. We got a 90. Perhaps you should have paid more attention to the following area of world design. I thought I did. Didn't I add to world design? I guess I'm wrong. Explosive gameplay makes for every match a thrill. Fucknet Star comes up with another great RPG game for the Commodore G64. Hugo Lionheart. Alright, Squall. Or in typical Squall fashion, whatever. Ellipsis, ellipsis, ellipsis. Some great looking creatures, pleasing to the ears, fantastic flexible character advancement. Some great looking creatures in a SWAT simulator. Jesus, I guess streamers are getting uglier by the day, right? No offense to streamers, obviously, but apparently, according to this review, they're creatures now. Great dungeons with clever mechanics. I'm not sure what game you were playing, but it was not You Got Swatted Simulator. Environments aren't fun to explore. Well, they're not supposed to be. They're just rooms that SWAT people go in and, you know, attack a streamer on, you know, on camera, and, you know, it's not supposed to be a fun environment. Either way, we got a mature rating to the game. That made sense. We expected that much. Now we're gonna see. Oh, dude, look at that. We're almost up to 100,000 in what, 7 days. So we're gonna probably get some good sales out of this bad boy, indeed. I hope that the movie helps us out a little bit. Now let me pause here for a second. Texas game, yeah. Bamstead has just announced the release of their new platform for this autumn, the PC. That's what we're gonna be looking at. We're definitely getting into the PC market. Now, meanwhile this happens, let me go over here. Oh god, we got banned in Japan as well. You know, too many people take too much offense to our games for some reason. Now, I'm going to train my people. Meanwhile, we get another trend, I would say. So you could do that, and what about you? You have design? Go ahead and do that. Now, the other thing I found out is that my people... Oh, really, Russia? I thought me and Russia were good, man. Apparently, Russia doesn't really take kindly to swottings. The other thing that I wanted to focus on is that our people could actually do research for us, so it's not just limited to me. Like, for instance, I could use these individuals here, and have them research. So you are going to research game extension sequels, because that will actually open up, you know, us to make sequels to our games that are actually pretty popular. And, you know, the video game industry just thrives on sequels now, doesn't it? The video game industry rarely has unique ideas. It's kind of like, oh, well, this made money, make it part 2, make it part 3. Am I a little bit sour? Maybe. That's okay. Look at this thing. We're almost about to sell over 500,000 units. So, you know, You Got Swatted Simulator is doing relatively good. So good job, Wade. Let's see. That's going to be the PC. All right, so we're just going to hang out here for a second. We got Shock and all your players with scripted events, and that's going to be scripting. Excellent. And then the other one's going to be over really soon. Is there any more research available? We have Game Engine for save games. I'm going to say we do that. There's no reason not to do save games at this point. Alrighty, so sequels. Creating a sequel is a lot less risky than an entirely new game. You're telling me. That's the video game industry logic here. You have UI and this. Do we open this up now? I feel that we have enough people that we could probably pull it off at this point. So we'll do that. Are you guys done training? Yeah. Save game. End the tedium and offer more content by adding a save game feature. So that's going to be good. Now, in terms of training, let's go back to this individual over here. And we will do an introduction to game design. Are you done training? Yeah, you're good. So we just have to train her at this point. Now, what is over here? Education games trend has died out. There is a light trend for action shoot-'em-up games coming up, and history of fiction games has died out. Alrighty. Dude, if we could get up... I doubt we will, because there's only like 32 more days, but we're going to get close to the million mark right there. That would have been pretty impressive if we did. Now, is there anything I want to check out here? Not particularly. I could do a publishing contract, which I haven't done yet. What publishing contracts is that we make a game for somebody else, and they give us a specific amount of time to do so, and then they'll give us money based on if we, meet the requirement in time. So I might look into that, but I want to continue with the training first and foremost, so we'll skip that for now. You are good, and you are good. You're doing the research thing right now anyway. Anything else to research? Not particularly. Alrighty, I'm going to pause this here for a second, and let's see. Red Byte Games won the Game of the Month award 1984 for his action fighting game called Tactical Secret. Dude, when are we going to get an award for our game, man? We were editor's choice there for a second, too. Alrighty, so we'll keep this going on. Let's see here. Train you again? Sure. Drop some more money on you, make you a better designer. 25 million, dude. We're doing so good. The Bamstrat PC. Today, Bamstrat released their new platform to PC. It is Bamstrat's first step into the console market. It is Bamstrat's answer to the Commodore VC20. A strong 8-bit computer equipped with color display and all the way up to 128 kilobytes of RAM, includes an integrated tape drive. Tape drive, huh? Interesting. So we're gonna probably make it up to 800,000, maybe, but no more than that. What do we have here? And then Fenful just announced the release of their new platform for the Winter NES. We're going to get on that easily, because that's going to be a big money maker. There is a very strong trend for football games coming up. Just in time, because, football season just started as well. You know what? Let's actually get on that. I would like to make, there's a strong trend too, right? Let's make a football game. We haven't made a sports game yet, right? So start a new project. And we can do a sequel. Not right now. Right now we just need to do a regular game. And let's see, do we have anything? We could probably do a simulation sports, right? Simulation sport, that would be pretty good. And then we could do into what console do we want to make this into? Atari? I'm not sure if Atari is really the right place to go for simulation games though. Interesting. I'm thinking PC is probably a bit better for simulation, right? Makes a little bit more sense. It's where you play all your simulation games. The Bamstrat just came out, but 7% of the market share doesn't seem really worth it for me right now. So I'm gonna say we do it with the IMB PC. So let's stick to the PC, and let's see. Has anybody suggested a football game or a sports game over here? Let's see, Dave Bear you says, already read that one. My Way Drawing Again says, a light offensive World War III shooter, that's not gonna cut it. Brandon Patrick said, Veil of Shrooms, psychedelic horror game. That sounds pretty goddamn good, actually. I don't see any sport games, alright? So this is gonna be up to me. Let's see, how do we go with this one? Let's see. Yo, dog. That Madden F. Yo, dog, that Madden F. I assure you, that's not meant to be offensive. It's just when I think of John Madden, I think of Yo, dog, alright? So we'll do Yo, dog, Madden. We're gonna do scripting, save game, sure. We'll have some audio in there, 2D and AI, simple AI, good. Now, in terms of my people here, Gary James is going to be overworked here pretty bad, and I kind of don't want that happening, so Gary James, where do you are? You're over here, huh? Let's get you off of graphics if we can. Now, how do I do this? I need to... forget how to remove people off of this shit. Gary James, how do I remove you? Fuck. Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to figure out how to remove... Can you tell me how to remove yeah, the parts are assigned by default, which is the highest skill in the respective part. I'm sorry, Gary James, I just know how to remove you anymore. I did this before, I just can't figure it out now, which doesn't make any sense, really, but... I'm a moron, so you shouldn't be too surprised that I can't figure it out anymore. Alrighty, simple solution. All you have to do is just double-click the person. Alrighty, well, you know what? I'm an idiot, so it took me a while to figure it out. How long? I'm not going to disclose that information to you because it'll make me seem kind of foolish. So Falcon's going to work on the graphics. It doesn't matter. He's the one at 3 levels anyway. I just don't want to overwork Gary James because then we could be having an issue with people tiring out and everything like that. Because we do have to assign vacations at points and things to that degree. So we haven't done a sports simulation game, so this is going to be new for us. I'm not sure what to focus on here other than obviously maybe AI would be pretty important for a sports simulation game, right? Let's see, what else can we probably focus on here? I would say maybe gameplay would be kind of important. I mean, it makes sense to me. If I wanted to play a simulation game, gameplay would be kind of important. Maybe the game engine. Graphics as well. So let's go this way. We'll do... I don't know, gameplay 4, maybe a 3 in game engine. We only have 1 point left. This is a problem. So we could remove somewhere where we don't need stuff. Like, obviously, world design wouldn't be that important for a sports simulation game after all. Maybe some sound would be kind of important, though, just so you could hear, like, you know, the crunching tackles and everything of that nature. I'm a big football fan, by the way. That's the reason why I'm really digging this. AI would probably be a little bit higher up. And game writing, I could see, is not that important, right? So we could do AI, sound. What else can we do? The UI seems pretty good at 2. I think scripting's alright at 2, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is fine. I don't think we need game writing. Can I remove game writing completely? No. So let's leave it at that. I think this works out pretty good. World design? I don't think I really need a really good world design, do I? But I'll just leave it at a 2 because if you lower it anymore, people start bitching anyway. So 84 days seems alright for this game to actually take its place, and let's get the game going on over here. This is just going to be to hit the football trend. I'm not sure if it will do it, but we'll see. Do we need a story for this game? Yeah, it's obviously football. And story budget. I don't think we need a story for this one, right? Let's release this worldwide. I'm not sure how popular the NFL is outside of the US, but I know there's a few countries here and there. It's been trying to expand, right? To like the UK, for instance. Explicit language, I could see it being kind of high. I don't think there's gonna be that much sexual content unless, you know, people are grabbing their crotches after a touchdown or something. Oh, I don't want it to be mature though. It needs to be for everyone. So we could do some violence because, you know, there's gonna be hard-hitting tackles, but explicit language, I want to keep it for E for everyone. Alright, sexual content low? Alrighty, that's perfect. Now, I hope no country bitches about sexual content being low in a football game. I mean, God's sakes, it's a goddamn football game, right? There shouldn't be any sexual content. Game is off the market. You got Swatted Simulator is off the market now. You sold 772,000 units and you made a profit of 12 million. Congratulations, you have set a new sales record. This game has a good mix of violence, explicit language, and sexual content for its genre. But it could be even better. Yeah, you always say that now, don't you? And that's the viewer content. For the most part, we did alright. Places like, Morocco, I think that's what that is. Morocco, maybe? Is that Morocco? I'm not sure. It looks like Morocco's flag. If you're from Morocco and I'm wrong, I apologize. Alright, so we'll keep building Yo Dog, that Madden F. Let's see. Nintendo's gonna come out with their system soon. We also have Linear Games won the Game of the Month award for its action fighting game, Dungeon. Oh, how creative. Oh, I'm gonna make a game called Dungeon. Yeah, fuck off, man. So we have a patch available for research, and I think we'll probably do that, but I don't think we can do that now where we're making the game, so we're gonna have to wait. But a patch seems pretty good, because what a patch does is if there's any sort of issue with your game, you can release it afterwards and, you know, patch the bug to heighten your sales. Zinclair has recently announced that they will stop supporting ZZ Spectrum for the next autumn. Alrighty, well, good thing we don't make games for you now, do we? There's a new training available for a lot of people too, so we will be doing that really soon. But obviously we have to wait for Yo Dog Madden to finish up. Nintendo won the Game of the Month award October 1984 for its RPG game Thunder. Now, is that Thunder in Paradise like, you know, Hulk Hogan's terrible television show, or is it like, you know, Thunder, a spin-off of like the Thundercats? Both of those references are really dated, I'm aware. I'm an old man, just bear with it. NES is out, alrighty, sweet. This right here was my shit, man. I remember the Christmas when I got this, I was the happiest kid of all time. Today Nintendo released their new platform, the NES. It is Nintendo's first step into the console market. It is Nintendo's answer to the Atari 7400. An 8-bit console with 2 kilobytes of RAM, 2 kilobytes video RAM, and 64 hardware sprites. The NES offers cartridges that can house games up to an enormous size of 1 megabyte, easier to program than the Atari 7400. That's always the case. The Nintendo was so good because it was easy to program for, and Nintendo did put up a limitation in terms of companies not being able to just release games over and over and over. Although companies like Konami actually got around at making another quote-unquote company called like Ultra Games, I believe. You know, I don't want to teach you guys too much about like my old man knowledge over here, so I'll stop. Yo Dog, that Madden F is actually off of the thing here. Can we don't have a big enough. Is this really our case? Half of our title's gonna be off of the fucking case. Okay. Well, I'm not happy about that. I'll tell you that much right now. Is there anything over here to... Looks like a football. At least close to it. Do we just put like the 360 control there? Oh no, there's a soccer ball. Where? No, there's only a soccer ball. Okay, so we're gonna have to go with the dude bro thing here, which is the the headset and the microphone. So you're gonna be doing some Xbox Live nonsense back in 1984. Just be really creative with this here, right? Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it. That seems like a really terrible cover. I kind of fucking like it. It's just so bad that it's kind of good type of thing there. Yeah, it's one of the worst covers of all time, but that's okay. You buy the game for the game, not the cover, right? We're not trying to win a beauty contest here or some sort of artistic integrity thing over here. So the moment we're done, we're going to train Clayton Kelly and Falcon and Garrett James. New trainings available for the Falcon yet again. Alrighty. So here's our game. Extra experience gained. You've gained the extra experience from your last project. Well done. Go ahead and select the skill you would like to boost. So we got gameplay, game engine, and graphics at 3. I'm going to go with gameplay at 4 though. That's always really important. Anybody else got any levels? Not particularly, but that's all good. Now, yo dog that Madden F. There is currently no significant trend for simulation sport games. There is a strong trend for football games. There is currently no similar game in the market. IMB PC is the current market leader. The average market price for simulation sport game is $20. So there's no other game in the market like this. So I am thinking we do magazine, TV ads, and radio ads, and we even bump this up to like $22. Now, I know it's above the market price and it's kind of a risk, but there is no other game on the market like this, so it might help us out. You never know. We're gonna find out really soon. You got a review for Yo Dog That Madden Football. Editor's Choice Award again. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, this could be near perfect. Keep going. Keep going. Holy shit. Holy shit. 97%. Give me the Game of the Year award already. Apparently, I started the John Madden trend every single year. Absolutely mind-blowing game. FuckNetStar comes up with another superior simulation sport game for the IMB PC. Editor's Choice. Joe Green loves this. Fantastic art design makes great use of color and composition. Great main title theme song and catchy background music. Tense explosive gameplay makes every match a thrill. Brilliant level design. Genre leading AI. A revamped control system makes it easy to pick up and play. And rich involving atmosphere. We knocked it out of the park with this one. And we got the E for everyone rating. I don't worry about it. The what was it? What was I gonna say? I just completely brain farted. I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, whatever. The Game of the Year awards are coming up, and these are the nominations: Wonders, Flux, Nolling Story. You got Swatted Simulator, Dragon, Pirates. So where is our game? So we got You Got Swatted Simulator. Oh, only You Got Swatted Simulator, huh? Well, we got the highest rating of everything on the market here, so we might, you know, let's cross our fingers here. We just might be able to do this. Oh my lord. Sold 202,000 units in the first. Oh my lord. You Got Swatted Simulator made it Game of the Year 1984. Holy shit. That is an amazing feat for us to accomplish. Oh, look at that. We have a little trophy in the back now. And Madden Football in 9 days has sold 500,000 units already. So let's call it an episode here. I think we're doing relatively good, if I would say so myself. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you are, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, leave a like, and let's come back and become the best company of all time, right? I'll catch you guys next time.